Head coach Clinton Mylymok joining me right now. And Coach, welcome back for another season, 8 years in. First time you guys started on the road in Rochester, split up there. What were your thoughts on the weekend?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's a tough building to travel into and play back to back, and just rusty, both teams. You could see it just in the passing and the execution, and lots to work on, but also for us, like lots of positives. I thought our goaltending was really strong. I liked the energy. I liked how we competed, and you know they're like this time of year overpassing, trying to do too many things, and I thought the second game we settled down a bit, and you kind of see, you know, where I thought we took over in the second, and we didn't score and take advantage of it as much, but I thought their goalie played really well on the weekend, so credit to him. But we were all over them, and I thought our possession was good, and you can kind of see like their brains were working the way that they wanted, and we're just missing closing on some plays that I think will come with some experience of playing together and some repetition.
And I think when you look at it, this make of the team, there, expect a little growing pains here and there for that. But speaking of the make of the team, you got a lot of returners, and you also have some new skill in there. What do you think about this team so far, a couple weeks in?
Still a work in progress, because you take one piece out and put another one in. They're different players, so you're trying to, as coaches too. I mean, the players aren't the only ones, maybe not in rhythm. I mean, it's coaches and myself making mistakes and screwing up on certain areas, and sometimes it makes the players look like they screwed up, but it's on me. But what do I think? I think there's a lot of energy, a lot of brains, some very good IQs. I like the leadership is really strong. I feel like the way we recruit every year is really strong. But I like, the guys that are returning, their voices are great, and they have that combination of not only are they good hockey players, they're good leaders, and they have very good IQs, and they played here for a year, and they understand how we operate and what we're trying to do. So they're helping us as coaches on the ice and on the bench, and in the room. They're doing a good job.
And talking about leadership, Owen Drury named captain of this team. He had a strong appearance here at the end of last year, and he also comes from a little bit of a lineage of leadership in hockey. Your thoughts on him being?
Lineage?
Yeah.
He's got lineage. Right?
Yeah. Well, I think his dad was captain over at Harvard, so I think that helps a little bit too. So.
Yeah, I might have heard the family.
Yeah, a little bit. But your thoughts on his leadership?
He's such a humble guy, and he's team first. I mean, he saw that when he first got here. He was just, right away, just selfless. Sometimes he's got to learn to be selfish and do things for himself on the ice and pull the trigger and not be the guy that's trying to, I guess, make certain plays where be selfish. I tell him he's got a great shot. Worry about himself sometimes, and he doesn't. That's what his strength is. He's a great teammate. I think he's the type of guy that he's fiery enough to be a guy in our division that will compete and show up every night and not take crap from anyone. He'll bring his teammates into the fight. He won't do things. Or he won't ask guys to do things that he won't do, and that's off the ice as well. He's very selfless. He's got high character. He's a very smart player, so he's going to help us in a lot of ways, and his teammates. That's the most important thing. He's there for his teammates and for the organization too. He really is a guy that's, I think, built for it. But he's got a lot of guys around him that could be wearing the same letter he's got on, and he knows that and respects that. And his job is to create leadership throughout the room with everyone, new players included, and first-year players, and that's what he's going to do.
Owen did not take part in the NAHL Showcase last year. He came in a little later, but that is coming up ahead of time. What do you tell the players? Because obviously there's 3 games to be had, but there's also a lot of off-ice things that occur there. What do you tell the players about the experience and what they can expect going into that?
Yeah, we'll get into that more next week, but the big thing is how you handle distractions, and it gives us a chance to look at guys. How do you handle their schools? There's going to be CHL teams, NHL teams, NCAA teams, and you get 3 games in 3 days, and how are they going to handle it? That's the fun thing, to watch guys handle pressure, and they got high expectations for themselves. We know that the windows is a little smaller maybe for what they think they want or need because of the CHL rule, and this is I think it's an opportunity. I want to see who's going to respond and produce and be a big time player in that event, because it is a big event for those guys and our team. So we're more concerned on making sure we're on the same page, making sure how we handle ourselves after games in terms of how we feed them, how we hydrate. It's kind of like a precursor to what the Robbie Cup is. It's a lot of games in a limited amount of time. You're in, you're out, and happens quick. So it is kind of a way where you can kind of see how guys operate and how they recover.
Before we get there, you got opening weekend at home this weekend against Elmira. What are the things you guys have worked on this week in practice to make sure you can come out with 4 points?
Yeah, this year is just working on ourselves. We're going to have an idea. We'll do that tomorrow in our pre-scout. We'll look at their tendencies and what they're trying to accomplish and what they're working on. Like, there's no, once again, we all got videos, so we're going to watch them, what they do on special teams, and their kind of their checking schemes, or what to be prepared for, who their sticks are, like who looks like they're dangerous, where they like to be. So our goalies, coaches, we'll do that tomorrow. But this time of year, it's really, I'd say 90% on us and 10% on your opponent, and just in games saying, hey, like, make sure we're aware of these little things. Our job's to remind them, but our focus is on our group.
Head coach Clinton Mylymok.